Hi guys, Shelli, Pelly, Annie Parker Confidential. All right, I wanted to do something a little bit different today, but this still plays into my overall concept of living a happy, healthy life. These are 7 particular dating and relationship rules that my mom taught my sister and I growing up. Now, my sister and I were really lucky to have 2 really great parents. They've been happily married for 55 years. But you know when they always say that the greatest influence in a child's life is the same-sex parent? That was true for my sister and I when it came to boys at the time, but men, dating, and relationships. These principles have always served as kind of a guiding, stabilizing light for me. Even like during the times, in your 20s when you're like attracted to like the hot guy and you're in a fun new relationship. And it always kind of brought me back to center and helped to navigate to where I am today, which is, happily married. So here are 7 of my favorite dating and relationship rules that my mom shared with me that no matter how old you are, what stage in life you're at, are always good guiding lights to apply to your own life. Set your own personal standards and stick to them. We teach men how to treat us through what we will and will not accept in terms of the way that they treat us, the way they talk to us, the way we feel around them. So your own set of principles are really your line in the sand that says, this is what's okay, this is what's not okay. One of my personal standards was he had to speak to me and treat me with a level of admiration and respect. So that sounds all warm and fuzzy. What does that mean and how do you know? It's really simple. It feels good. It feels good when you're around him, when he talks to you, the way he treats you. If I ever dated someone or was with somebody that I felt was overly critical or rude or condescending, that wasn't acceptable to me, and one of 2 things happened. Either I would say something right away, something to the effect of, that's not gonna fly and don't speak to me that way. And if it continued, I was out of there. Hard stop, done. Set your own set of personal standards around how you expect to be treated and stick to them. If you do that in the beginning, you are far, far less likely to get engaged in a toxic relationship because you've eliminated the bullshit right at the start. If you like videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like this video in particular, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It greatly helps my video rankings and I would appreciate it. I don't care if it's 2021. Do not ask a guy out first. Let him come to you. If he is interested, he will come ask you out. If you ask him out first, you are now in the ask position. You're the one doing the chasing. That doesn't look, it may work professionally, and believe me, I get it. A lot of us have no problem asking for what we want. We have no problem going after what we get. It works really well professionally. Just because it works professionally does not mean it always works in relationships. Let him chase you. Let him ask you out. One question that I got is, well, wonder if he's shy. Well, what if he is shy? A shy guy will usually do something along the lines of dipping his toe in the water. He might say, oh, have you seen that movie Gladiators? Instead of saying, no, I haven't, do you want to go? Instead, say something to the effect of, I haven't, but I'd love to. And then just let him do it. Chasing a guy makes you look desperate and you are not desperate. Texting him, calling him, saying, do you want to go out again? No, don't do it. You're giving up your power. You always want to be in the position of making the decision, not in the position of the ask. I call it the ask position. Would you rather be the salesperson trying to sell somebody on something? Or do you want to be the one assessing the situation and deciding yes or no? That's what I'm talking about. If you had a fun first date and you want to go out again, resist the temptation to text him first. He should text you or call you the next day and say, I had a really nice time. I'd love to do that again. And you say, yeah, I would too. Let him do it. No last minute dates. If it's a Friday, he asks you out for Saturday, you know what that says to me, generally speaking? Something else fell through in your plan B. You are not anybody's plan B. And again, you're teaching them how to treat you. So if he calls you on a Friday and says, want to get together on Saturday, and you say yes, guess what you've just told him? You've just told him that you really don't have anything better going on. You're always available last minute, and it's perfectly fine to just see what else pops up. And if nothing else pops up, you'll be available. No, don't do it. So it kind of begs the question, okay, well, what if I'm really not busy? Like, for example, if somebody asked me out for Friday on a Wednesday, even if I didn't have plans, I always said, I'm sorry, I have plans. I wish you would have asked me out earlier. If he did it again, I'd say, I'm really sorry. I wish you had asked me out earlier. Now, guess what? Next time he'll ask me plenty far in advance. You're the hot ticket. You're the one in demand. Set the standard that he doesn't ask you out last minute. chivalry does matter. It really does. Here's the deal. Chivalry is not inferring that we're weak, that we're submissive, that we can't do something on our own, because we know that's not true, right? We know how to open a door. It is a courtesy that a guy should extend to you as the woman. To me, that means opening doors. It means we go to a restaurant and he lets me walk first. It means he pulls my chair out and puts it back. It means if it's chilly out, he offers me his jacket. Like, that kind of stuff is important to me, and maybe it's because my dad is from the South, and so we grew up with my dad still opens the car door for my mom and puts her in. He still holds the door open for my mom and my sister and I. When my mom says, "Jerry," he'll jokingly, but kind of not jokingly, say, "Ma'am, you deserve to be treated with courtesy and respect." Now, unfortunately, and when I was dating too, like, not all guys know that, and it's such a disservice to them because they might be the nicest guy. I couldn't help it. It just bugged me. And so one of the first things that I noticed about Oliver, he grew up in English boarding schools, is that he was a gentleman and he had those ingrained courtesies that he extended to me, and I loved that. Chivalry matters. Especially for the first date, and I would say the first few dates, he needs to pay. He's courting you. He is treating you. It is not a matter of money. It doesn't have to be expensive. He should make the plans. He should take care of the bill. He should court you. Now, after that, it's totally up to you guys. I mean, there's nothing wrong with treating him every once in a while, with maybe making him dinner, doing something nice. You do nice things for each other. In the beginning, let him pay. He's asking you out. He's pursuing you. Let him do it. Don't sleep with him outside of an exclusive relationship. All right, look, if you're just dating and you want to have your own fun and do your deal, go do you. Believe me, I had my fun too. If you like him, if you think it might be a serious relationship, I'm telling you, don't do it. Here's what happens if you do. You end up in one of those situations where you're dating, you're sleeping together, but you don't have an exclusive agreement. And so inevitably what happens is the girl is put in the position of saying, where is this going? What are we doing? Are you seeing other people? It puts you in the ask position, in the chase position, because what happens is we get connected to somebody. If you sleep with somebody, you feel more connected to them. You lose your sense of you lose your perspective. Yes, he's going to try. And what I always said is, I'm sorry, I don't do that outside of an exclusive relationship. One of two things happened. He either A, said, crap, and then we just kind of stopped seeing each other. Or two, he said, I'm totally into that. I don't want to see anybody else. And then you've got your exclusive agreement. You want to be in the position of power. You want to be in the position of making the decisions. You're much more apt to make smart decisions when you're not letting sex cloud it. All right, those are my 7 rules. Do you have any rules that you'd like to share with everybody? Comment below, give me feedback, ask me questions. And for all things wellness, fitness, style, beauty, and healthy living, visit me on the blog, AnnieParkerConfidential.com, and I'll see you on the blog.